What's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. The live stream practice. There's a lot of water in this here horn. Hope y'all are having a great weekend, a great Sunday, y'all. Hope it's going well. This is going to be a little bit shorter of a practice. Those who have been around for a minute will know that I'm currently in the process of redoing the kitchen. Yep. So that's going to be the what we get into this afternoon as soon as we're done with yonder practice. So the practice today, excuse me, my allergies are going crazy. It rained overnight, so thank God that all the pollen is going to wash away. Hopefully I won't be dying like this for too much longer. So let's see, what have we done today? I just did the harmonic series warm-up that we normally do. So that means it's time for flexies. Oh dang, I didn't get the timer set up. My apologies, chat. Give me 1 second. Yo, Professor, it's horn time. What is up, my friend? How are ya? Good to see ya. Okay, let's get maybe the monitor on the second screen is what's screwing me up here. We're still dropping frames. I don't know why it hates this new room until I like reset it. I wonder if that's it, if it's just overloading. Nope, it's still dropping. That's really, really stupid and annoying. Okay. And now it stopped again. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. Let's just, we gotta play some stuff. What was I? Oh yeah, the flexies. The flexies, y'all. We're doing tuba flexies. And then the big point of practice today, unfortunately, probably not going to have enough time to, or as much time to get into like the Mozarts and the other, mess around with some excerpts here and there. I think a lot of it is going to be spent ironing out Shostakovich 5, the excerpt that we were working on yesterday, because we started doing some of the exercises in the book. And now we need to do the remainder of the exercises within the book. So that's going to be what we're going to spend time on after for too long, when we actually get into the meat and potatoes. But for now, let's see if we can do the flexies. Yeah, hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend. Wherever and whenever I suppose it is for you. And also, I have to remember on the low C, can't drop my jaw. Because I feel like I need to. But I don't need to. I don't need to. That's the I think my jaw was good that time. For the most part. Whatever. Y'all get the idea. Dude. Tuba flexis only take 4 minutes to get through. I don't know why. I always thought that that was more of a 10-minute exercise. Maybe it should be. But that's okay. We'll do plenty of ooh. We should do donkeys. Should do donkeys at this juncture. Yeah. Yeah. That's part of the work. We're still dropping way too many frames. 22.5% of them. I wish you could just not. "10 minutes worth of notes, you're very correct. Hi Mom, how you doing? Good to see you. I hope everything's going well for y'all up there. Sounds like things are going pretty well. Goodness. We got all but one of the upper cabinets ripped out and donated yesterday. So it's kind of a war zone in there, but we're getting there. All we got to do is take out the bottoms, the one upper cabinet, all of the lowers, take out the sink and all that stuff, and then it's just we're gonna paint the walls, doing some and then getting the new cabinets in and painted and stuff. So it's exciting. Yo, what's up, Naranjan? How are you, friend? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. We're doing quite well. Just finished up tuba flexis. Oh, we're doing donkeys. That's what we're doing right now. Donkeys, and I was assigned slow donkeys. So let's see. Yeah, something like that. Great progress. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, I would send you a picture today, but it's probably not worth sending a picture today. But we'll let you know how it goes. Oh, excuse me, I'm so tired. I'm like sleepy, lethargic today. Oh, like I feel good. I'm just gloomy, rainy Sunday, you know? One of those. Donkeys indeed. Those are tricky. Especially because I'm trying not to like boo, you know? Trying to minimize the mouth movement as much as I can. That's tough. That's probably about as low as we can go with the donkeys at the moment. That's quite a bit of range. That's only a fourth above what would be an octave. Something like that. So we went down like a sixth from F to a B flat. Down a fifth. Down a fourth. What? From B flat to F is a fifth. So that's the space of a fifth. Yes. Ooh. One thing also is this whole harp flexi. Should do this. Excuse me. Goodness. Justy, did y'all hear that? Huh. Yo, it's the silly goose is what it is. What's going on, friend? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend. Whew. My chops are tired. I was hoping today would be like a, I don't know, a recovery and like feel good day, but it's like it's feeling strenuous. Huh. Maybe it's got to do something with the new low register stuff that we're kind of screwing around with. Oh, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, I got one more. told you the C's are like, first off, they get degrees, but they're difficult today. I don't know why. Pretty good. Just had an interview yesterday, and apparently I crushed it. Duh. I just flung water all over myself because I'm trying to empty these valves, but that's fantastic, my friend. So happy to hear that. That's incredible. But, you know, I mean, honestly, it's we knew you were going to crush it. Like, that's the expected outcome. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Love to hear that. Alrighty, let's do, what are we at? 18 minutes, 20 minutes. We can do lip trills. We can do lip trills and probably some of this Shostakovich stuff after that. Or, alternatively, why not just jump into Shostakovich? No, we do A's, we do A, O, we don't do A. Wrong. Not really. You know how you've got better expectations, a better grasp on expectations for yourself. But you know, I have faith in y'all, in all of y'all chat. Let that be a lesson. Sound great. Can't wait for day 100. Me neither. Me neither. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what we're going to do for day 100. It kind of snuck up on me. I didn't realize we were this close, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some something fun. Maybe we'll break out the bass guitar or something. That could be fun. Actually, no. Because day 100 is Tuesday, and I have my ensembles on Tuesday. That's right. It ends up being like a not a great day for stream. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. Oh, I definitely need quick for Shostayyyyyy, because it is slow as balls. 1, 2, 1. Didgeridoo Tuesday, you won't. You're right. You're absolutely correct. If I had a didgeridoo, it would be on the table. But because I would have to not just have to buy a didgeridoo, I would have to source a didgeridoo. I would have to figure out where the hell to buy a didgeridoo within 2 days. I don't know that they exist locally to me. I think it would have to be a special order. Unfortunately, I think the timing on that one does not work out. I love the suggestion. Maybe we'll talk about, maybe we can think about didgeridoo day 200 or something. Didgeridoo, or day 100 part 2 electric didgeridoo. Hey, we might be onto something. My buddy got one from his parents for his 17th. That's pretty freaking cool. That's pretty freaking cool. I got this from, not for my 18th, but for high school graduation. So that's pretty. I love that. A didgeridoo, of all things. It to me, you know, being from Florida, USA, it feels like such a random out of pocket thing. But like, you know, obviously that's just my Florida centric kind of thing. He's the thinker. He's onto something. Hey, I'm just running with your idea. This was your idea. Credit where it's due, my friend. That's probably a better spot for my water bottle. You poor Florida soul, you have no idea. That's, you know, that's a whole other thing. Okay. Let's do a little bit. Oh wait. Quarter is 48 is what I need. Quarter is 48. Jeez. I actually went to Sarasota 2 years ago. Loved it, so I shouldn't complain. Sarasota is wonderful. It's a great, great city. I was there probably 2018, 2019 or so. And there's that little circle around which there's like all kinds of like restaurants and shops and desserts and ice creams and stuff. That's a wonderful place. I remember we went for dinner. I don't remember the place exactly, but I got a manchego crusted chicken. Oh my god! Sun-dried tomatoes, some like whatever kind of sauce was there. That was some good stuff. Sarasota's pretty awesome. The beaches, if it's windy, that's the problem. Is we went to the beach when it was like very windy, and the sand flying around were like ice shards, or like glass shards is what I'm. So the beach part was miserable just because I guess that's what happens when it gets windy. But as a town, it's not bad. It's not my favorite part of Florida. I'm from up in the north central part, so all the rivers and springs and stuff are my sort of Florida ideal. You know, the Paynes Prairie, Devil's Mill Hopper, the springs and the you know, Swanee River, St. Johns River. All those are more my speed than like the beaches. Beaches are fine, but like I don't know. I think I've been beached out, largely. I got burned twice on my shoulders in Siesta Key. That'll happen. That'll happen. And you know, it's yeah, it'll happen. It's so funny, you know, being a Florida guy. You see so many people come in through who are not Florida people, and this is exactly the point that I'm trying to make. It's even if it's cloudy outside, if it's not quite as hot, you've got to lather down because it's so obvious who's not from around here because on day 2 they are legitimately lobsters, and it's like commiserations because that's got to hurt like a bitch, but like it's the Sunshine State. You gotta wear sunscreen. You gotta reapply sunscreen. You gotta do it multiple times over the course of the day, even especially when you don't think about it. You gotta wait for it to soak in. Don't go in the water immediately. Like people don't do it right. You know, if you're not used to doing it, there is technique involved, I suppose. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. And this is a fuck ass rainy day. It's about to be back down to freezing temperatures over the next couple of days. Florida, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. is up, M. Door? How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Could be doing worse. Just glad to be here. Very recent events to cover. I'm working with a group of talented individuals. I hear ya. I hear ya. Good to see you, dude. I am also I'm solidly in could be doing worse camp today. I hear that. More than enough where I live because we get 40-degree cloudy weather from September to April. So 40 degrees. Are we talking Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because that's very, very different. Because if we're talking cloudy degrees, 40 Celsius, that's hot as fuck. And you definitely got to take precautions there. But if it's like cloudy and 40 Fahrenheit, that's, you know, gloomy. Very gloomy. Very gloomy. Pills! What's up, dude? Good to see ya. Things are okay. We're working through Shostayyyyyy a little bit with this fuck ass quarter node equals 48. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend. How warm do you think Montana is? Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. Yes. You're right. You're right. Not warm. Not warm. At all. Quite cold, in fact. I don't, yeah. My brain did not immediately make that connection. It's a bit slow going for me today. I've only seen above 100 Fahrenheit at home twice in my life. Yeah. I would imagine, yeah. It shouldn't get even anywhere close to that for y'all up there. Up there and also inland. Like, that's, and you don't, well, yeah. Yeah. 100 here is like the actual like temperature hitting 100 is not that common. Probably will happen like every year, especially going forward. But what really gets you is the humidity, the feels like, because in the peak of summer here, it's hot, you know, say mid 90s, but 100% humidity, sun shining down on you. Like the feels like is like 110 or so. You sweat, but it does not leave your body, so you do not get any cooling. It is miserable. It's absolutely miserable in the summer. To the extent, like, if I haven't talked to y'all about my garden, gardening in Florida in the summer is basically gardening in winter in Montana. You can't do it. Things don't grow because it's too hot without, like, you know, proper, real, true tropical style plants. You know, tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers and squash, they get heated out. You know, it's fucking crazy. 303 shrimp. How about French horn? How about it? How about it? We're doing some. We're working on Shostayyyyyy in between talking about the weather. How you doing, friend? 99% humidity is crazy. Yeah, and that's what it is like normal. That's average. To the point where like in the wintertime when it's 30 to 40 degrees humidity outside, I get dried and crackly, and it's like, oh, it's I dry out. I am SpongeBob out of water whenever it's not 100% humidity because I'm so used to having all that ambient moisture or something. I don't know. And it's dry there. It's getting really dry here. Last year was a very, very dry year, which is fucking crazy for Florida. This is the time of year also where it's very dry. Spring is supposed to bring in showers, but like, yeah. I hope it's gonna start raining a bit more because my garden needs to wake up. My chickens need things to grow so they have things to eat. You know? Stumbled on your channel randomly. I played tin whistle and keyboard. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I love a good tin whistle. Really adds a nice flavor to any song that I've heard it in. I wish I could play keyboard too. I am a very bad pianist. Very, very bad. But it's great to have you here. Welcome. All right, let's play some stuff. Oh yeah. Cool. All right. So I think let's try the excerpt in its entirety. Maybe a notch below on dynamic, because we're not trying to be too large, too big. We're trying to be resonant and full, which is not large and loud. There is a difference. There is a difference. And then goes through to the actually the thing. What are you training specifically here? What's the process of learning French horn? Because from my point of view, it's fairly something you can play on your own and need an ensemble with you. It depends on what you're practicing. You're not far off. So this piece that I'm doing right now is an excerpt from Shostakovich's Symphony No. 5. So it's a horn excerpt that's popular on audition lists. Specifically because it's in a register, if you can see the bass clef, and in this low, it's a very low excerpt, which goes, it's a problematic, troublesome range for horn players. If a horn player can play through this excerpt evenly with consistency of tone, dynamic, timbre, all of that kind of stuff, then that tells you what something about the hornist's playing ability. So working up this excerpt, for example, it is part of a symphony, and most of the things in this book are also part of symphonic, excerpts that would need a full ensemble. But the process is learning this piece and how to play it technically on my own, such that if and when I ever am called upon to play Shostakovich's Fifth Symphony with the entire orchestra, then I would be able to play the piece. And also working it up for an audition is my current present goal. I would like to be able to have this for the local symphony has sublist auditions in like April-May timeframe, and I can almost guarantee this is going to be on there. So it's learning this piece, this excerpt for an audition to play it. Yeah, that's basically it. The best French horn player or soloist, that really depends on who you ask. It really depends on who you ask. Alive, I would say there's a few heavy hitters. Stefan Dorr is really up there. For some people, well, I'm thinking of Barry Tuckwell, Herman Bauman, Dennis Brain, they're Dale Clevenger, all unfortunately passed. There's also, for operatic horn playing, Julie Landsman has to be up there. She was the principal horn for the Met for 25 years. For low horn, Sarah Willis, Denise Tryon. Yeah, there's a lot of really, really good ones. If you're looking for someone to listen to, I have, I don't have it set up on YouTube. Hold on. This is my Twitch answer over here. So these are some sort of starting points. Not necessarily like the best people, but these are some of my my favorite recordings. Radek Babarak for Strauss. Freudis is my all-time favorite ever. I play on her mouthpiece, in fact, and this is her book of warm-ups and exercises. Her CD is the reason that I am playing horn today at all. Like Freudis, if you can listen to Freudis, she is up there. She is retired. I don't think she's performing anymore, but yeah. There's some Dennis Brain is commonly seen as like the quintessential, especially for the Mozart concertos. He's kind of like the definitive recording for some people. Again, my current horn teacher actually does not care for Dennis Brain's Mozart recordings, which is, you know, it's fine. It's her opinion, and she's the doctor. She literally has a doctorate in the shit. So, you know, her opinion does carry a little bit more weight than mine, I think. But you know. Okay, so that's fine. And then, so that's part of practice is doing excerpt work, right? There's etudes. There's solo pieces. So, for example, we'll probably run through Strauss's Horn Concerto No. 1 at some point. And then I also do some technical stuff. Like there is lip trills is a technical thing that I need to spend some time on, flexibility stuff. So that's the next part of practice. I'll have a listen to these artists. I'm French and really like this instrument. Really present in modern movie or video game soundtracks that I love. Yes. And if you want to, Andrew Bain is the principal horn for the LA Philharmonic. And he has been in like the big movie things for John Williams, for example, in Disney recently. Star Wars, you know, the new Star Warses. I think he's principal on all of those. So if you hear the horns in Star Wars, for example, that's Andrew Bain. He's another really good one to listen to. London Symphony Orchestra does a lot of films as well for London productions. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think LA and London are like the big ones for film, and video games might be different because those are kind of, it depends on where they're done. They can be done more decentralized than, say, films in LA, Vancouver, London, Georgia, you know, Atlanta, stuff like that. But Andrew Bain, check him out. He's a hell of a player. Holy moly. He's up there with like Stefan Dorr as some of the best, like top of the top. If you can go see or listen to, like, there's a reason this man he's the Star Wars horn, right? Oh yes. Should get a click while I'm thinking about it. Something like there. Let's see if we can do some lip trills. Not quite. Not quite. Let's see. That almost sounded like you wanted to. Yeah, not the best for lip trills today, but that's okay. Because the important thing is that we're trying, we're working on them, we're putting in the work. They'll happen when they happen. That's almost there. That sort of popped into it for a second the first time. I mean, yo, that was basically a trill for a bit. Why the hell are we still dropping so many frames? Oh my god. What a horrible day for internet. Like, why? Hopefully it's not too bad for y'all. Sorry. I'm gonna have to reset my internet and see if I can tweak it a little bit. It's just every day, every fucking day. Apparently, you can even do lip trills lower. We're gonna see. What's that? E to F sharp? E to what? It's like a E to F 3/4 sharp. That's weird. Weird. Weird stuff. All right, let's get that out of here. Let's do, what's the time? 50. There's not a ton of time left because I do have other stuff to get to this afternoon. So, in the interest of time, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do is we'll fix my rug. I shall fetch a rug. Let's do some Strauss, a little bit, at least the intro, because I want to make sure that my intro is crisp and clean and there. Yeah, and then we might screw around until might do some blues, might do some Amram. Whoa, some blues horn, Amaram. Where is Blues and Variations? That's a good one. All right, let's try Strauss for at least while we're here. That might be the best I've ever played that. That felt good. anywhere we take them, the intro and to start off sounded fucking good. That sounded really good, you guys. It felt like it sounded really good, I should say. The B flats both hit, which is fine. The second one sounded good. I need a full breath. I need to like. So they both work if I breathe in both spaces, but if I don't take a big enough breath on the first one, then I have to take the second one. And that sucks. Yo, Jerry, what's going on, my friend? Yes, we sure did. We're in a new space. I have this whole room to myself now. I'm not playing directly into a wall. And it feels so much better. Oh my God. I don't know if I hope that it comes across as much on through the mic and the stream and everything, but this room, it feels so much better to play in. I don't know why. Like, I could have done this from the start. You know, this was just a spare room. I didn't have to. You know, it's like hindsight and all that. But anyways, we're working up a little bit of Strauss here, figuring out where to breathe. And I don't know if I have an answer. Because I have to breathe after that. I can't hold that out until the very end. So like. And you know what I think that is? The stream is super delayed. I know it. I know, and I apologize. So if your messages aren't coming through, I'm dropping like 36% of my frames right now. This room has been hell from an internet perspective, and I'm gonna have to figure that out. But from an overall, because yeah, it's, I don't know why, it's just not. It's closer to my modem and router and such, so it should. I might just hardwire it, to be honest. I think I can maybe hardwire it. That would help. That's the other thing, is not only am I streaming both to YouTube and Twitch at the moment, but I'm doing it over Wi-Fi. I know it's not ideal or even recommended or anything, but it worked in the farther room decently well. And then this room that is closer now all of a sudden doesn't want to work on wireless anymore. I don't know what's going on. Doing schoolwork as always. I hear ya. Hope it's going well. Hope it's you know, not a frustrating or tedious sort of thing, but no problem. I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out as you can, my friend. It's good to see you. Cheers. I'll drink to that, you know. I was gonna try and drink to that. I feel like you're familiar with the movie Airplane. I'm not gonna do it with a live cup of water, but one of my favorite jokes from Airplane is all of them, but in particular, and that's when I started developing a drinking problem. Just like throwing a glass of water on his face, right? The drinking problem, unable to drink. It's a subversion of your expectations of what a drinking problem is. Oh. Now that's a film. All right, let's do a little bit more here. Gross. Because it needs to ring out and be good on the top and then not lose it coming down. You know, that one felt pretty good. So I have to do a project the last 2 years, 2 whole years. I found a web that's gonna save my ass and exactly what I need. Holy moly, that's huge, dude! What? That's crazy. That's serendipitous. That's magnanimous. Those words are not exactly. I know the definition. That is not exactly the match, but I like the big flowery, the magnanimous words. You know what I mean? That's still not correct. But anyways, that's fantastic. So happy to hear that. What's the project, if you don't mind my asking? Is this like a research thing, or like why 2 years? 2 years? Is this like your dissertation? Or like master's thesis or something? Because like, holy cow. That's no joke. You know what? I feel like kind of playing. Just to see if we have. And one message isn't sent. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's somehow YouTube just does not want to. I think it has to do with my internet connection, because mine being so poor seems to impact some messages coming through on YouTube's side, and so I apologize. I just got to figure that out. Something, but because it's specific. I see. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's a great thing that such a resource exists for such a specific niche sort of a thing. You know, it's pretty crazy. Can you play jazz? Well, that depends. Do you like jazz? What's up for Super Earth? How you doing, my friend? We can, yes. I'm working on something real quick, Strauss one, but this is a bluesy, jazzy piece that we'll get to after for a little bit, and it's a little jazzy. I think you'll like it. We'll do that one a little bit next, but I can't stay for too much longer because I've got stuff to get to. But we'll do a little bit of jazz, a little bit of jazz. Ooh, that's pretty fast. But I don't need it to be that fast. That's it. I don't know why I'm trying to, yeah. Anyways. Okay. On Twitch is better. Yeah, I feel like Twitch is going to be a little bit better. Twitch is 10 minutes delayed. Twitch is 10 minutes delayed. Holy shit! What in the world is? It's got to be. It has to be with all of the frames that is dropping. It's trying to like keep up, sort of, but it's like losing time every time it stutters or stops, and so it's getting further and further pushed back. Yeah, because I'm dropping like 40% of frames. What the hell? That's just absurd. I apologize. I'm gonna have to do something better tomorrow for that. So you can choose whatever you want as your project to research for 2 years, and I chose to do a cookbook. Ooh, with one recipe for each country. Dude, that's so cool. That's so I have to just, because I am what I am. I am an American. Do you have your recipe for the U.S.? What would you decide to go with for like, because it's got to be one thing to encapsulate the country, right? Like, what is the U.S. of A dish? That's really cool. I love that. I really love that. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna need to pick your brain because I wanna learn some like cuisines for like, I don't know, Liberia, or like Angola. Some Eswatini. That's even a place? Somalia, you know, like African style cuisine. I would love to be able to do some like Moroccan stuff, Egyptian style. Like African cuisine is so fucking dope. Oh, I gotcha. It's a recipe for like the counties in the state. I gotcha. Okay. So not like a global. I was thinking countries. I see. You said counties. Yes, counties. I see now. That's also really freaking cool. That's really freaking cool, dude. Oh my god, I hate my rug. I hate my rug. I don't hate my rug. I hate the placement of my rug. I always seem to place it right at the edge of where I'm going to be rolling, and then it ends up rolling under the wheels, and I end up surprised, shocked Pikachu face each time. Yeah, I misread. That's my bad. The growling was intentional. Growling was intentional. That C is just not there for me right now. 43 recipes, right? Not 200 and stuff. That's why I was thinking 2 years to compile such a, you know what I mean? Like, I was thinking you could probably do a 230 something recipe cookbook in 2 years. Didn't seem that unreasonable. What is up, Big Back? I apologize. I have no idea what you're saying. Oui. I know oui. I know non. I know je ne sais quoi. I know joie de vivre. That might be all the extent of my French, despite playing the horn, which isn't even French, it's German, but you know, that's the whole thing. And now all of a sudden that C seems to be working. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at variation 3. So if I do it is kind of funky. Thing is, there's more info about the whole world in just a 7 billion people zone. Sure. So it's harder in a smaller zone because there's less. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely agreed. Like, and especially if you're going, like, because I'm thinking of if I had to do something similar for the state of Florida, like, I could find Florida dishes, Cuban sandwich in Miami, other version of the correct version of Cuban sandwich in Tampa, right? So that gives me Hillsborough County and Miami-Dade County. Or Miami County, not Dade. I guess maybe they're the same, maybe they're separate. Anyways, but like if I had to do Alachua County, if I had to do Pinellas County, if I had to do Duval County, if I had to do like the amount of resources for each citrus county, I don't even know, fuck ass, like very, very small counties in Florida, somewhere in the panhandle, right? Like Seminole County, maybe Osceola County. What, like, each of those counties is going to have very little about it, I would imagine, especially like So it's Florida knowledge, Florida like county knowledge, county-wide culinary knowledge, like basically zero would be my expectation. So I am definitely, the more you dig down into specific stuff, it's less, research, but also might involve, you just have to talk to some people too. Like that might be the research. That would take a lot of time and effort to compile. But getting your phonium whippy, holy cow, my friend, that's huge. Congratulations. So excited for you. That's awesome, dude. How are you? I mean, freaking cloud 9, right? 'Twas the night before euphonium-miss. And all through the house there was excitement was building. Something about a mouse. You know what I'm trying to say. That's freaking cool, dude. Which means that we're never going to see you around because you're going to be practicing all the time. See? See? You already know. You already know. That's the thing. Finding a recipe for each county is hard. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's the realization I'm coming to as I'm like starting to think through how I would go about doing that kind of project. And I was like, damn, some of these Florida counties would be really, really difficult to find stuff about, But there's a website for your state. There you go.